Hello, welcome back. Today I will be reviewing or reacting to, to the live with Aurora. It's a live stream. It's for the metal people. I'm assuming that's metal in the sense of music, not people made out of metal. Although with Aurora, I'm never sure. Anyway, it's just too much. I really enjoy doing these reactions with Aurora. Hopefully it's okay. Basically, it's my streaming thoughts meeting her streaming thoughts and her beautiful music, or at least hopefully that's what it seems like. Anyway, and I think anyway, whatever. So. Yeah, but before I get going here, I just wanted to, for those who are new to my channel, I just wanted to mention that I set up this channel for the main purpose is to try to promote my novel without promoting myself. So I found this way of doing that, which is promoting others who I like, and maybe indirectly, hopefully, people will be interested in my novel. And that's pretty much it. And that's how I base the success of this channel, is based on how my novel is doing more than anything else. So if you find it interesting, yeah, I would appreciate the support. So, and the reason, by the way, I wrote my novel is to try and point out different things about the human condition in order to maybe help it evolve, and in so doing, hopefully allow it to survive itself. It's pretty much it. Now my novel, just as a sort of like just to mention that it's easy to read because it's written in dialogue form, because I always pictured it as a movie, but that's sort of out of my hands because you need financing for that. And unless Elon Musk gets off his invasion of space idea, I'm not sure I will receive that type of financing to make such a movie, because it's a futurist. It's based in the future, and that's because that's the only place I could picture the type of evolution occurring, or the technology involved to show how I think it could happen. The evolution that I'm referring to, the human condition. Yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, so let's move on with Aurora. Yeah, now this is a long video here, 30 minutes, so bear with me, it's gonna be long, especially if I'm talking as well. I mean, just watching her get it in the swing of things is just... Hi.
Hello people, I guess I'm live now.
Yes, you're live.
I showered this morning. And, I really hate showering, because it's such a chaotic thing to find yourself in a shower. The water is falling everywhere, and it's warm, and things get into your eye. Liquids, all sorts of liquids goes into.
How is it possible that she makes such a mundane activity, everyday activity, sound like it's like from an activity that's so interesting and so from another world, you know? It just yeah, imagine the type of mentality that she has, that the way she sees things, and so unique and so refreshing, like a shower
to your eye, and it's just very uncomfortable. So I try. I don't like to wash my hair so often. because it's horrible to shower. But I did it today, and it feels nice afterwards. It feels very fluffy. The hair is definitely very fluffy today.
What is it? What is it with Norwegians and their hair? At least the two samples that I have, anyway. Because like I mentioned, I have a friend, a Norwegian friend, and she would have this thing about, like, she would actually take a shower before going to sleep or something, and her hair would stay wet, so that she would sleep on it, so that the next day it would be ironed. It would be like an iron straight, you know. I mean, the idea of, I'm Italian. If the idea of having my hair wet going to bed, like especially in winter, my mom would have freaked out if she ever saw anything like that. You know, she'd tell me like, "Oh my God, you're gonna be like, you're gonna die of a head cold or something. You know, your head's gonna." Whatever.
Which I just wanted you to know. It smells like lavender also, just so you can kind of imagine. If it smells like lavender in your room, it's almost like we're in the same room, which is kind of cool.
Huh. That's interesting. You know, a live stream with scent. That's interesting, actually. Can do that.
This live stream will be my last, or at least my last of this series of live streams, because this is the last playlist, last little EP collection of old songs I will release on Spotify.
What do you mean? It's a live.
Very fun. It's been nice
to
just hang out every Thursday. It's been a very nice way to remind myself of all the lovely people that exist out there, and I've been teaching myself how to play the songs as well.
Wait, this is our last live stream. Oh, this is sad. I don't want to hear that.
Do it really well, but then just before I'm about to play it for you, I changed my mind and I switched to another song, and I kind of just have to guess my way through it. Which happened today also. I had settled on doing one of the songs, but then right before, like 4 minutes before I went live, so it's in the fingers and it's in the heart. It's impossible to forget it completely, no matter how long ago it's been since I wrote the song or I played the song.
That's what I like, her spontaneity, you know. She's always...
Tonight's playlist is called Music for the Metal. Is it the metal people? Music for the heavy metal people? And that
exactly.
is because I as a typical Norwegian young lad, I get me the most in what kind of music I listen to. And I always find it very hard to answer that question, because I don't really like to listen to music. I find music very in the way of my own thoughts, and I'm afraid that if I listen to music, I'll
be distracted from your own thoughts.
Miss one of my own ideas or melodies, because you write melodies and words in your head all the time, and if I spend time listening to other people's music, I may miss what a good idea, you know, which makes me really sad, and I don't want to do that. No.
I think it's also a matter of being influenced. Yeah, it's the same thing when I do some writing or whatever. I don't want to read other people's writing, because that's going to influence my own thoughts, you know. And we are all pretty much influenced anyway, but we don't, hopefully, because an original idea is something quite special. There's very few of those, and yeah, because usually ideas come from an amalgamation of past ideas, and in a way that's why I think the human race, the human condition has not evolved, because there needs to be this original thought that which leaps in something completely different mindset, and yeah, because it's not something that, in the sense of evolution and the way I see it, in the human condition, it's not something that I see that is a progression. It's not something that slowly you progress into it. It's a leap into something completely different. Yeah. So, well, yeah, I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent there.
So that's why I very rarely listen to music. I just like, I like music, of course. Actually, I don't like music, but I like silence. I do like
Me
music
too.
if I want to dance, or to really feel something, to get overwhelmed. So if I listen to music, I listen to like rave music, and I dance to it really intensely in my living studio. Or I love Tool also, and Perfect Circle, and I used to love Metallica really, really much when I was a bit younger.
Okay. Wow.
And I just find heavy music so
Heavy.
overwhelming.
So heavy.
It's
right?
so stimulating, and it feels like it tickles my brain in a very strange way that I kind of like. And it's just very addictive. Time I heard a heavy metal song, it was by Gojira in 2000, and I don't remember when it was, but I was around 11. And I
It's funny that her voice is perfect, but but the video is out of sync with the voice. That has to has to do with the internet that she mentioned, being up north, secluded area.
I really loved it, and I remember just it was so hard and so intense and dark, and it felt like an explosion. And what I love about heavy metal is the power in it, the power it holds, and the deep drums, and it's like a whole army coming towards you, or a mountain moving, is so big, which of course I have tried as much as I can to take into my own music. I love big music, as you know. I love heavy drums, and I love
Oh yeah.
I love heavy music. But of course, you know, my heavy music is a bit different than
The metal.
the kind of heavy music I usually listen to.
Really?
But that's because I have to do everything my own way, of course, and that is the Aurora way of doing heavy music. Yeah, I think throughout my life I will always change. And
She can't stop doing live streams. I can't picture that, because she needs to express herself. Maybe it is time consuming for her too, right? To set the thing up, and at times, like I said, if you do it on a regular basis, it becomes more like a job as opposed to feeling, expressing yourself in a natural way, and so on and so on. And yeah, so I'd feel bad if she stopped doing the live stream, but I think she would feel. I think I think she would. I don't know. I think she would like to continue at some point. Maybe not as consistent, because she mentioned, I think, that she was doing these on a regular basis, every Thursday or something. So maybe she does them like once a month. It puts less pressure on them, less pressure on her, you know, and in that way she could be more relaxed. And even if she doesn't want them, intermittently, so that she doesn't have to actually abide by certain rules, because she doesn't sound like a person that likes a format, even with her own music, with her own practice sessions. And like she said before, you know, she practiced one song and then she ends up doing another. She needs a spontaneity, and having these program sessions like every Thursday or whatever to as a promotional tool or whatever she's doing with this, I think that's pressure. That's too regular. So I think she needs something that just leaves her be and to do what she wants, even though she says she does what she wants, but she needs to have some type of, I think, leeway to say no or yes to when she does live streams. So I don't think this is the last time we've seen her do a live stream. I doubt it, because I think at some point she's gonna pop up. Well, at least I hope so anyway.
Try different things, and throughout my career as an artist, I never want to just keep myself to one genre or to make albums that sounds the same. I have a really strong urge to
do different things,
something new every time, and try out something new.
Yeah.
And I might not like it as much, but I still want to try it, and I still want to finish all these different albums with a different side of music, because music to me is such a wide spectrum of emotions and of emotion, and I could never just keep myself to one genre. It's the least I can do to myself, to be kind to myself, is to allow my mind to just
wonder,
dive into everything, anything that is music I love. But yes, so it's going to be exciting throughout my career to see how you guys react to each album and each song, because I'm gonna try out a lot of different things.
Good.
But the one thing that will never change is, of course, the sadness in the music, and the power and the depth. That will always be the same, I think, because
that's you.
I will always have elements of it, because it just tickles me in the right way, in all the right ways, and it's just lovely. And I actually brought my phone today because I have my lyrics there, so I won't forget them. But then I was searching the song I'm going to do for it later on Google, on like the lyrics page that you find the lyrics on, and then they had written it all wrong, it doesn't really.
Okay, so imagine that she is looking for her lyrics on Google. I mean, that is just funny, because she wants to have it on the screen, I guess, right? As opposed to written down. It's just fascinating that she, anyway.
Really helped me, because all of the verses have the wrong lyrics. I think someone have just guessed their way and written the completely wrong lyrics on the thing. So I can't even help myself through the official
Google
lyric sites on the internet. They cannot help me with it. I am unhelpable. But yes, I changed my mind just before I was going to do the live stream, because I knew that it was right. In my town, where I grew up, a little town, a lot of people love heavy metal. It's very normal in Norway.
Oh yeah?
Especially among the weirdos in Norway here. The weird people, we like heavy metal. It's a thing that kind of unites us all into one big
family.
Metal family, which is quite beautiful. And all the heavy metal fans are such lovely people. They're always so kind and including. So I really found a home there also amongst all my peers, all the other people that loved the same music that I did, which was quite lovely. Yeah, it was very lovely. And then it kind of crossed my mind that maybe the harshness and the hardness in heavy metal and the aggressiveness in it, and maybe it stimulates something in our mind, because it's so intense. So maybe it kind of makes you have less needs to be angry in your everyday life. I'm
Yeah.
convinced that listening to a lot of heavy metal makes you into a really nice person, because all the heavy metal people I've met are so lovely.
It's therapeutic,
You
right?
just can't make this shit up.
Uh,
I'm wearing this corset.
she comes up with such things, you know. But obviously, you know, music. If you're banging your head, in a sense, right? It is a release of negativity or anger to I think, you know, in part, and it's a way yeah, you get rid of that anger. What you're left with is, I guess, you know, a more peaceful attitude, right? I think, you know, I think that's what she was trying to say, or she said anyway. But she the way
It's a thing that I found on the internet, which is quite funny, because I don't.
is that a
there's
corset?
nothing in there, but they look really nice. I feel like
What
Madonna.
Sorry, I missed that. What is she saying?
So maybe it kind of makes you have less needs to be angry in your everyday life.
Right.
I'm convinced that listening to a lot of heavy metal makes you into a really nice person, because all the heavy metal people I've met are so lovely. You just can't make this shit up. I'm wearing this corset thing that I found on the internet.
Oh, it is a
Which is
corset.
quite funny, because I don't. There's nothing in there, but they look really nice. I feel like Madonna, Houdini. I feel like Houdini.
Houdini, the
No,
magician.
They're filled with air, but I'm still happy with them. I like
Oh,
I like
she's
that
funny.
I don't know. It's very comfortable to wear. And often when I buy old things, they smell a little odd, because I'm very sensitive to smells.
Yeah.
But this one, it smelled just right from the very beginning, which is
Wow.
oddly satisfying, which is very satisfying. So that's very nice. I got that going for me, which I'm incredibly grateful for. And one
Yeah,
thing
she reminds me. She with her scent. She reminds me of these geniuses that like, I remember this genius mathematician or someone who basically saw numbers as colors, like color schemes or something like that. That's how he saw them. So she sees things in scent, in smells, you know, and the way they so it's really interesting.
So that's very nice. I got that going for me, which I'm incredibly grateful for. And one thing I also like about my love for heavy metal is that, you know, I let it influence my music, and also I talk about it slightly on the internet that I like heavy metal, and it's so fun when I'm on tour around the world to meet heavy metal fans on my shows, and I feel very honored that they kind of accept my music as a part of their world. It makes me very happy. It makes me feel like it makes me feel like home. It's really cool. I still have the candle wax on my piano.
See, so that's
that
how I was
spilled
read last
on
time.
The first live stream, the very first live stream
Okay.
a few Thursdays ago, I spilled candle wax on the piano right before I pressed live, and it's still there. I haven't washed it away, but who got time for washing pianos?
Yeah,
nowadays? I know I don't. I
showers
should.
are
I have
a
no
headache.
time in the
Imagine
world.
washing
That's
the
our
piano.
secret. Nobody. But now it's a bit cleaner, at least. I felt like there was something more to say. Yes, I had some new merch out today, which I'm really proud about.
New merch.
I never get my own merch, so I once once or twice I've actually bought my own merch on the internet.
Merchandise.
Because I don't know how to get it, but I'm hoping that someone will arrange this for me so I can get them, because
Okay.
me and some
This girl is too much. She finds her. She's looking for lyrics on the internet, and she's looking for her own merchandise on the internet. Talk about being disconnected from society. This is she's too much. This girl.
people I started working with in Bergen. We made the designs together, and I'm very proud. I'm gonna make a lot of really cool merch. I want to make merch that feels like that is not all about me, but more about other beautiful images and stuff like that, which is very cool. Because obviously I wouldn't like to wear a shirt with my face on it. I might do it, but I wouldn't like it, or my name on it. And that's why it's nice to make a t-shirt that even I would like to wear, and then you can wear it, and then it's like a friend shirt, an equal shirt we all have. Or I can just make a really huge t-shirt that we can all wear at the same time. That's fantastic.
That would be
Yes.
interesting.
We will talk about this huge t-shirt that we'll have to make tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll have to plan out where to make it, and how big it has to be, and I guess how elastic the fabric has to be to fit all of us under it.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be hard, but we can make it. We can do it, I think. Sometimes when you have a booger in your nose, it makes a little tiny note when you talk, and I can hear it. So somewhere in here I have a booger, but I think I'm fine with it. It lives there, rent free. That's fine for me. Sorry, I had 2 cups of coffee because I was really tired, and I had 2 cups of coffee before I started this live stream. And now I feel very energetic, and it's hard for me to focus. I shouldn't really drink a lot of coffee.
No, try
because
decaf.
It makes my mind a bit even more than it already is. So it's not the best idea. But you know, it's 8 p.m. in the afternoon here, and that's basically bedtime for me.
Wow. Oh, so you're not going to sleep for a long
I
time.
drink coffee to stay awake.
8 p.m. is.
But really, I want to say thank you for being
Wait,
here.
8 p.m. She goes to sleep at 8 p.m.
Just
Is that what she said? She said 8 p.m. is bedtime, right?
But you know, it's 8 p.m. in the afternoon here, and that's basically bedtime for me.
Wow. Wow.
So I had to drink coffee to stay awake.
Wow. She must get up early.
But really, I want to say thank you for being here with me, just because it's fun to hang out and to feel that there are real people here at the same time. I know I say it every time, but it just baffles me that we can all be here and interact, and we're in so many places. And for the people who had to wake up in the middle of the night to do this, I'm so sorry.
But I think, see, the reason I think that she might continue at some point doing intermittently these live streams is because I think for her, I think it's actually might be helpful as well, you know, for her. I know it's helping a lot of people, and maybe that she'll do it for that as well. Yeah, I think, but I think it might be of help for her too. Maybe she doesn't have to do them as late at night, and she's going to be very busy. So, like I said, more intermittently, not as regular, not as often, but you know.
I will talk to whoever manages time, and I will get them to arrange it so that all the countries have the same time at the same time, if that makes sense.
Wow.
We'll talk about this also tomorrow, to change
With the t-shirt.
time to be the same all over the world, and the huge t-shirt that we all wear at the same time.
Okay.
It's going to be a great day.
An elastic t-shirt.
But this is the last live stream.
No,
So
don't say that.
I'm celebrating that in my heart. Um, and also, I'm really proud of myself for doing them because
Yeah.
it makes me really anxious to do live streams
Oh yeah.
because they're scary.
Yeah.
So I'm really proud that I haven't chickened out, that I didn't, that I did them. That's really nice. And I'm really grateful that you've taken so much care of me, and you have all welcomed me in such a lovely way into your lovely arms, and I'm grateful for that too.
It must be very
Also,
stressful to
I'm
do as
releasing
well at
something fun
times.
tomorrow. It's just a little thing I did really quickly.
Because I forget that these are live streams. That means it's live, so she's got to be careful as well what she says and so on. So yeah.
But you can listen to it if you like. It's just a little acoustic version or like a quiet version of a song that I will release to you tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know if I was supposed to say it or not, but here I am saying it, living the life. Yes, so I'm excited to share a little piece of intimacy with you tomorrow. And some of you asked me where I bought these things that I put on my face. They're just stickers. These I bought in a hobby shop here in Bergen, and I just stick them. I think they come with a little glue. Sometimes I use actual glue because I don't have eyelash glue, so I use just normal glue to put on there, and I just glue them on. So it's very easy. Yes, I think that's it. Okay, I will begin this song. I am opening my lyrics.
She reminds me a little bit of a female version of in a young female version of Mr. Rogers. Welcome to my neighborhood. If she could do that, I think it would. Yeah, I think she would be quite appealing. That except that she's a little bit off the charts. He was for kids, and she would be for adults in the sense of because of her her style and the way she says, But yeah, I think anyway, it would be interesting.
Even though they're wrong, so I don't know why, but.
She's gonna sing.
Before I started the live stream, I was planning to do the seed because many people requested me to do it.
The seed?
And I was rehearsing it, and it sounded really nice. But then, as you know, I changed my mind, and now I want to do Under Stars. Because that's a really old song. That means a lot to me. All my children means a lot to me. They're all divine creatures, and I love them with all my heart. But this song is very... Yeah, it means a lot to me. It kind of comes back now when I look at it, even though all the words are wrong, but it's still reminding me of the time when I wrote it. Okay, I will try my best as normal, as usual.
Is she gonna remember? Is she gonna remember?
My throat always becomes a bit dry when I
Where's your cup?
talk so much, but I don't have water, so I will just yeah, it might be a bit bad, but
you can have some of mine.
Thank you all again for coming. And I love you. And this song is for you. It's all for you. Each and every song is for you, always. outside our hearts. In times of need, we are apart under stars. We are alone.
It's obvious that she went, and I can see what when she says that they're all, that there's a sadness in her songs, you know.
Under stars. Knock on smoke under his skin. Grabs his heart and drags him in.
I mean, it's so sweet. I mean, listening to her, it's like dessert, you know, after a meal. It just with maybe bubbly champagne on the side. If it just.
And they move it all around until he cries under stars. Under stars. Mother cries and turns around.
Sorry, I needed to stop for a second, just in case for copyright reasons.
Walks outside without a sound. And the rain against her skin as she faces every sin under stars.
She puts so much of her being, you know, her senses, everything she does, you know, and I'm glad she doesn't need the lyrics.
They have only fallen asleep. 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 They close their eyes, say goodbye, and rest in peace, and give yourself to harmony. I've seen it many times. Each time they close their eyes, say goodbye and rest. No.
Sometimes the notes don't come out great because of this streaming, but it's so beautiful. It's incredible. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Your eyes, say goodbye and rest in peace, and give yourself to harmony. I've seen it many times. Each time they close their eyes, say goodbye and rest. No, rest. Rest in peace and give yourself
breaking up.
Underneath
Okay, that's not me. That's the internet.
I don't know. It's what the best I can do. Sorry. I have also put myself on a mission to figure out how to make the sound better. So one day I can keep like little live concerts for you with really
there you
good
go.
sound, so you can just hear it just the way you're supposed to. But that's how good I can do now. It did put me out a bit that I was reading the lyrics and they were different words than I'm supposed to sing. So I regret having the lyrics in front of me. Bad adios de nada. No. Yes, but that's how it is, and that's fine. I just wanted to play for you and to talk to you a little bit for those of you who care about that.
Of course.
Yes, but one day I will keep very good shows for you. I just have to rehearse. But as I said, I find it hard to focus enough to rehearse. So then life becomes like this. Life is a game I find very hard to play. I think I made that little piece of vocal a few years before I actually wrote and recorded Under Stars, which is quite funny. I carried around that little piece of melody in my pocket for many years. But you do that. I think about melodies all the time, but I know when to not do anything with them, and suddenly one day you're in the studio and you understand exactly what melody is meant for this song, and you kind of pull it out of your memory. It's the same with Queendom. I also made that little melody a long time ago, and when Queendom was written, I knew right away that when I figured out the title of the song, I realized that of course this piece of melody was born for this song.
Wow.
And it's just the perfect thing when that happens. That's why I always do the titles first. I can't wait to tell you the title of my next album. That's also a title that tickles me in the right ways. Very exciting. Okay, I guess this is it. I'm going to go. Bye. Thank you for being here. And I love you, and I see all your hearts and all your comments, and it's very nice of me to let me know that you're here. I can see it now. I see all the colors and the hearts. It looks like a beautiful rainbow of gayness, and I love it. Oh, sorry. It's just pure, and I really appreciate it. I just can't believe that we're a big family now, all of us. It's just so gorgeous. Okay, te amo. I love you. Jag älskar dere. Ich liebe dich. Vocês são perfeitos. Okay, I will leave. Thank you so much for being so patient with me. Because I know this is not the best. It will be better one day, but you know, you just gotta live in the moment and do what you can. That's what I did. But yes, thank you so much for sticking around. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss this girl if she stops doing this. It's gonna be sad. I don't know about how you feel, but it'll be sad if she stops doing this for real, you know?
I love you. and bye. And take care.
Okay,
Stay
you too.
safe.
You too.
And wear a mask.
And wear
And
everything
wear a
else.
condom. And drink water also.
And don't forget to, yeah,
Peace
you
out.
too. Oh, this girl. Yeah, she's too much. You know, like, yeah, like I said, I feel bad if she does not continue to do this in certain intervals. It doesn't have to be like weekly, because that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure to do these type of, especially live. You know? Yeah. So yeah, I understand what she's referring to, and. But like I said, I think she's gonna miss that type of connection, or maybe not. I don't know, because she might have connections elsewhere. So, but yeah, I think she gives a lot with her live streams, and we take in a lot from her as well. I think, and I think it's the best way that I've seen so far for artists to get known. In some way, to get known in the sense of who they are, their personality, who they really are, because especially live streams, it's hard to hide who the person is really is, you know, deep inside and so on. So yeah, I guess at this point I'm just going to be reviewing or reacting to her songs, you know, just the videos and so on, and I'm sure, you know, and I think they'll have, for me, I think they'll have more meaning, having gone through these live streams with her. Yeah. So yeah. Now I actually look forward to those songs. Though I wonder how restricted they're going to be in the sense of copyright and so on, because I dislike interrupting songs, especially music videos and so on, and I got a lot of flack for that, but it's very difficult to deal with the copyright issues at times. Take care, Aurora, and stay safe, sound. Stay off the internet, and as for everyone else, I hope everyone's doing well, and take care. Bye. Thank you.